Hello, everyone. Mr. Chill coming to you from our soon-to-be launched podcast studio. This will be the third in a series of videos that we do about the UHT, the Underused Housing Tax. The purpose of this video is to provide a 5-minute or less summary of the what, the who, and the how regarding this UHT tax. So let's get started. Number one, the what. The Underused Housing Tax, the UHT, was originally introduced to discourage foreign ownership of Canadian property, more particularly Canadian residential property. However, the way the Act was written is going to require many Canadian citizens and permanent residents to file a nil UHT return, even though they're not liable to pay UHT tax. So let's talk about who those people are. I will say right now, if you do not fall into one of these two situations, you can ignore the rest of anything about UHT. However, make sure that's the case. So let's go to the first one. If you own a corporation and that corporation owns residential property, you have to file a UHT return for that corporation. Number two, if you are an individual who owns a property that you earn rental revenue from, so it's a rental income property for you, and you jointly own that rental property with at least one other person, likely your significant other, your spouse, but could be any other person, you also will have to file a nil UHT return. If you're not into one of those two situations, UHT does not apply to you. If you are in one of those two situations, you will need to file a UHT return. The CRA themselves is not 100% confident which way they're going to fall on the partnership side, which is why, if you own a rental property with at least one other person, their recommendation, and therefore mine, is that you err on the side of caution and file one of these returns, even though you may not have to. They don't know which way they're going to lie on that yet. So let's file those returns just to be safe. You use these videos we're producing, you can do it yourself. Shouldn't cost you anything. But if you play chicken with the CRA and turns out that they disagree with your interpretation of the situation, they're charging you a $5,000 penalty for not filing this UHT return. So I'd err on the side of caution and be safe. So that's the who. Now let's talk about the how. In theory, you're supposed to be able to print off a PDF form from the CRA called the UHT, the Underused Housing Tax Form. Now I say in theory because the CRA's website is having glitches left, right, and center regarding this. Probably no surprise. So what are those issues and what's the situation? Well, option one is you can print off a blank UHT PDF and write in it by hand. If you were to do that, you would need to either mail that in through Canada Post or fax that in. We'll get to that in a moment. Option two, you can download a fillable PDF form of the UHT on the CRA's website and digitally fill it in. So you're typing into your computer instead of writing with a pen or pencil. But you're still, at the end of that, going to have to print it out and either mail it or fax it to the CRA. The third option is supposed to be going online and doing the whole thing digitally using the CRA's online form. However, here's the problems. Problem one, you were supposed to be able to upload a filled out PDF to the CRA and file your UHT return that way. That's not possible. They have provided no option for that. Second issue, you are supposed to be able to go online and fill out their digital form and submit it that way. However, their website is having glitches, including as recent as this morning. Some of those issues include not populating your info, but not giving you an option to do it yourself, not accepting numbers in a phone number field that's mandatory, and a few other glitches as well. I called the CRA again today. They have no idea exactly when these issues are going to be fixed. Their advice, print out a PDF and mail or fax it in. If you trust Canada Post, send it registered mail and mail it to CRA. If you don't trust Canada Post, I'm going to recommend, this is what we're going to do for most of our clients, we're going to fax it in and get that confirmation they got it. The fax number, if you live in Alberta, is 204-984-2099. I hope that helps you with UHT, understanding the what, the who, and the how. If you have any other questions, we are always happy to help. Please reach out to us. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.